Alright, so boom, the big 2024. It's time to go over the videos that I uploaded on the main channel this year and talk to you guys about how I feel about the videos. Whether I even agree with what I said in the video still, or if I came across some hoe ass niggas in the comment section of the video, which y'all already know always happens. Whew, comments on YouTube, man. You know, sometimes I don't blame YouTubers for not reading their comments because although it be like 80% good, it's not even just hate comments of people talking about me. I don't care about that. It just be people who just comment stupid shit. People be commenting stuff on my videos that are so ridiculous where I just feel bad for their mental health. I ain't gonna lie. I be looking at them like, bro, how do you even have access to the internet with the way that you think? Oh, we about to get into it. Let's go. My first video of 2024. I have two things to say about this video. So in the entry when I was talking about Jesus is King, I said that I haven't listened to the Donda album or heard any songs from it outside of New Again with Chris Brown. There was this dude that commented, who was Amir's community? How did you not hear any songs off of Donda? Does he not have friends? LOL. I'm still thrown off by this comment because what fucking friend group is sitting around listening to Donda? But since making this video, I actually have re-listened to the album that was the final entry, and that was Eve's Lip Lock album. I initially said how that album was so different from her first three projects that I was super thrown off by it, and after hearing it once, I didn't care to hear it again. So I actually replayed that album right before I made that video. And then I played it again this year during like September or something. It was sometime during the fall. I don't know what happened when I played the album again this fall, but I didn't hate it or think it was ass. Granted, I never called it ass. I just said that it was very jarring compared to her first three projects. But hearing it for like the third or fourth time, I would say that Eve went 8 for 12 on here. If I had to grade Lip Lock, I would give it like a B-. It may be the Playboy Cardi Whole Lotta Red effect, or I think Eve just manipulated me into enjoying this album because I initially did not like it at all. But running it back for like the fourth time making this video, I was like, it's cool, it's cool. This was one of those once in the blue moon times where I uploaded a video back-to-back weeks instead of like every other week. And I got a couple of comments of people like, okay, I see you with the weekly uploads, do this throughout the year. I'm like, no, that's not happening. Let's not get carried away here, kinfolk. My two favorite parts of this video, one of them was the entire Jay-Z entry. I don't replay this video, but there has been many times where I replayed my description of the song Sunshine. Like, that whole entry makes me laugh. That was one of my most played songs of 2023, so I think me being attached to it carried over into the next year. The second thing was, this was the video where I said, if you drive on the road listening to Nas, then you're weird as hell. Nas does not bump in the whip. I was just talking trash when I said that, but the part where I said I remember this game from being on the Midnight Club LA soundtrack, and then I went, I actually think I still got this game, hold on. Then I pulled out the game and was like, what you mean, boy? What you mean? I like that part. Man, hold on. I know I still got this shit. Hold on. There it go right here. What you mean, boy? What you mean? What you mean, boy? What you mean? What you mean, boy? What you mean? Although Trippie Redd ended up being my #1 most played artist of 2024, my opinion on him has not changed since this video. My opinion on a couple of songs have changed. I said how I didn't like tracks like Took My Breath Away and Who Needs Love, but they're cool now. And oh my gosh, I don't even remember commenting this shit right here. Someone said that they like Firestarter and I said that I like the production but not Trippie. Trippie was super mid on that song. What? That's one of my favorite Trippie Redd songs now. Set it all is in motherfucking flames. Pussy with caution, ain't got no time for games. I don't know why the hell I said this. But my answer with Trippie ended up being like, not really. And I said that he's really hit or miss. I still feel like that 10 months later. People always try to excuse my Am I Sleeping videos when my answer is not yes. And they say, oh, people just didn't send you the right songs, bro. But no. Since then, I've listened to many Trippie Redd tracks, and my answer is still the same. He's one of those artists where you might enjoy hella songs from him, but at the same time, he's not someone where it's like, yo, if you don't listen to Trippie Redd, you sleeping like a mug. He be going crazy. I would never describe Trippie Redd like that. Although I enjoy 2/3 of the songs I've listened to by Trippie, and if I had to grade Trippie as a whole, I would put him in that C+, B- range. It's like a low B-. Trippie Redd is the king of just decent songs. So although I like most of the songs I've heard from him, he's still not someone that I would go out of my way to recommend. He's not that good. This is one of those videos that I made that was instantly misinterpreted on what it was supposed to be about. So for those that did watch it, I discussed 5 songs that the subject matter of the track was older rappers talking about how hip-hop just ain't the same how it was when I was coming up. Tracks like Hip Hop Is Dead and All I'm Hearing by Crazy Bone. But a few people thought that the video was a best songs by new school rappers type of thing. Oh, if you love old school hip hop, then these new school songs right here will make you feel young again. These songs will remind you of the old days. And yet that's not at all what the video is about. But that's why intros are important. I'm not tripping because I completely get why the title will make you think that. But for the people who listen to the intro, I directly said what the video was about. So most people got where I was coming from. Another quick thing. I was in a hotel working on this video because I had got flued out by someone around that time. This was at the end of February. Yeah, I got flued out to Ohio. This was the same time I had posted that picture of me being on East 99 in St. Clair, Bone Thugs and Harmony way. I couldn't be in Cleveland and not pull up on that special block that my favorite rappers of all time grew up on. So yeah, keep in mind, if you ever rewatch that video, that was OnlyFans Amiri that made that one. YouTube hold the fuck out of me when it came to the views on this video. YouTube hold me like no other. So this video got 12,174 views within the first 24 hours. 12,000. I was getting hella comments and hella engagement from people that watched it and enjoyed it. Nigga, the very next day, the views on this video plummeted. It didn't get demonetized or age restricted or nothing. That's not why. YouTube just simply stopped pushing it out of nowhere. The number I'm about to tell y'all niggas are about to be so shocked. So the first 24 hours, I said it got 12,000, right? The next 24 hours, this video only got 853 views. Yes, you heard that correctly. The first 24 hours from 4 p.m. March 8th to 4 p.m. March 9th, 12,000. Great. The very next 24 hours, 4 p.m. March 9th to 4 p.m. March 10th, only 800. I don't care what no one says. This is a prime example of YouTube fucking with someone's channel. There is no way this video got that many views in the first day and then afterwards it went to complete shit. Which I would understand if it got demonetized or age restricted, then I would be like, okay, you know, that's how YouTube be when they age restrict or demonetize something. They don't push in the algorithm. All right, man, whatever. I'll just take the L. That's not what happened here. This video is still monetized to this day, no restrictions, and yet, like I said, the views just fucking went to shit the very next day. I have something to say about part 2 of this video, but I'm going to address it when I get there. Another thing as well with this video, other than the views, was the impressions. Within the first 24 hours, this got 156,000 impressions. Hella people came across this video on their timeline. The second 24 hours, only 14,000. How the fuck does a video get 156,000 looks, get hella engagement, hella views, comments, and then the next day goes down by 90%? Fuck out of here, bro. I'm not usually the type of YouTuber that complains, man, YouTube hoeing me, man. They're not putting my video in people's sub boxes, all that kind of stuff. I actually hate when other YouTubers say that because it's not YouTube hoeing you, bro. Sometimes you just uploaded some shit people didn't care to watch. Like, it's okay. But that's not the case for this video. This video was performing very, very well for my channel. And then instantly YouTube went like, nah, motherfucker, we ain't about to let you come up that much. I had to change the name of this series. It used to be called, rap songs where being repetitive worked. But I also have a series about where repetitiveness doesn't work. But I decided to simply change it to best and worst repetitive rap song. I really ended up watching the movie I Got the Hookup the day that I uploaded that video. I put it in text on the screen. That morning, like 5 hours before I uploaded the video, I watched that movie because I talked about Master P in the video. It was free on YouTube, so I went, you know what? I got a free morning. Let me finally see what the hood be talking about when it comes to this film. Let me see why people like this movie so much. Another time, I also checked out the I Got the Hookup stand-up special, which I discussed in the video as well. And bruh, this was the freakiest stand-up special I've ever seen in my life. I'm not about to explain anything. I'm not even about to play that long of a clip. All I'm gonna do is just show y'all 10 seconds of this stand-up special to show y'all what I mean. Get ready to see some freaky shit.
Go ahead, handle your business. Twerks up, shakes up, twerks up, shakes up, twerks up, shakes up. Bring that ass over here. Twerks up, shakes up, twerks up, shakes up, twerks up, shakes up. Shake that ass over here.
Yeah, Master P was wilding out of control for having this on his show. Man, I dropped so many gems in this video that it don't make no sense. A lot of the ways that I look at music and the thought process behind how I feel about rap fans were thoroughly explained in this video. If you truly want to understand how I feel about rap and rap listeners to a certain degree, you have to check this video out. Now, 2 things I want to say about this video. The final part, when I was showing y'all that dude that was complaining and asking me why I think Headlines by Drake is a great song, and when I didn't care to answer his question, he was all like, oh, are you copping out or something? You got some explaining to do. People who watch my live streams are not going to be surprised about what I'm about to say, but people like this guy that left this comment are why I don't take people who have no profile picture seriously. If your profile picture on YouTube is just a letter, I'm not taking anything you say seriously, because these tend to be the main people that say the stupidest shit and be having the most stuff to complain about. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, that's about to be my New Year's resolution for my YouTube channel. Starting in 2025, if your profile picture is not of a normal person, then I'm not speaking to you. If your profile picture is of a letter or of a meme, a picture of a car, a picture of an open field, or a celebrity, an athlete, anything. If it's anything except for it looks like a normal picture of you, I'm not talking to you. I've reached my breaking point of responding to dumbass people. It's always people who don't have a picture of themselves that got the most dumb shit to say. So I think I'm done with that. My second thing I wanted to tell y'all is the first entry when I said I think it's meat riding when a person has a very long album as a no skip project. And I showed y'all this tweet from a Polo G fanboy who called Hall of Fame an amazing album an hour after it dropped. That screenshot that y'all see in that video is a screenshot I took nearly 3 years ago. Just those pictures of that tweet, I found this tweet on Twitter the night the album dropped, and I always kept it because I knew it would come in handy for a video at some point. I done had 3 or 4 phones within the past 3 years, and I always kept this picture this entire time because I kept saying, I have to show this to people. Calling something one of the greatest albums you've ever heard and calling it incredible with no skips 1 hour after it came out, and you're a Polo G fan page, this is the highest degree of dick riding that I've ever seen, bro. Post Malone is one of those people where, although I said yes to my answer that I was sleeping on him and he has some really good music, I have not listened to his music since I made that video. When I say that I'm sleeping on somebody, that's not me inherently saying that I'm going to start checking them out more. It's just me admitting that they got good music. That's all it is. There are a few people that I said yes to where I have not even touched their discography since their respective videos. A$AP Rocky and Mac Miller are 2 other examples. I have not heard one mixtape or album from these guys since I made that video on them. I just heard those 10 or 11 songs by them and went, oh yeah, they hard. And I left it at that. Post Malone might get talked about in the future on the channel again, because the reason I think I made this video on him was because I included him in the popular songs I never heard video. So it was a good few weeks where I was listening to his music, but since then I've moved on. This is one of those videos that for me personally reiterates why I don't like making videos with 10 entries. Y'all know I pretty much always have 5 entries, and sometimes I want to step out and make 10, but this video right here seriously discouraged me from doing that again. Because it's 10 entries, it really did take twice as long to make as any other of my 5 entry videos, and it performed much more poorly. This video took 2.5 months to reach 10,000 views. I be having videos get 10,000 views within the first day sometimes. And throughout the rest of 2024, I've had videos reach 10,000 views much faster. I don't care about that when it comes to Am I Sleeping videos, but when it comes to a quote unquote regular video, like rappers that this, songs that this, albums that this, those type of videos, when I see the views climbing so slowly, I'll be like, damn, that's it? So, hey, y'all know y'all boy Amiri. I be honest with y'all when it comes to this YouTube shit. I'm gonna be real. This was one of my more disappointing videos for me. I don't think I'm ever gonna change my mind on making a 5 entry video into a 10 entry video. It'll have to be something very, very specific that calls for it. I'm being so truthful with y'all right now. After seeing the views on this video, I really, really don't like putting 10 entries in the video. 5 is the sweet spot. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the realest nigga of them all? It's Black Tie. This is the video where I heard that Tyrese album where he was really trying to rap. And that shit led to a hilarious live stream of me saying Tyrese doesn't have any hits. I had a couple Tyrese fanboys during the stream whining, talking about some, Tyrese is way more successful than you. You're not that big of a YouTuber to be speaking down on someone else. I'm like, damn, bro, you doing tricks on it, ain't you? This is also one of those videos where I had the 5 entries for an insanely long time. I just didn't make the video for a long time. Y'all don't understand. I got a whole file full of ideas, and some of those ideas, all the entries are already there. I just don't make the video yet. The Faith Evans and Twista song, the Kehlani and Amine song, I've been waiting a long ass time to discuss those in the video. Actually, speaking of Kehlani, that entry was supposed to be just heebie-jeebies with Amine. That other song with Kyle, Just a Picture, I just heard that song while I was working on the video. And I enjoyed it so much for Kehlani's contribution that I went, oh no, let me put this in the video as well. So there's another fun fact for y'all. The song with Kyle, I only knew about that song for some days while I was making it. So I went, yep, you going in there too. That edit that I did when I put Just a Picture over the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air clip, that's my favorite part of the whole video. But Kyle, you can get the hell on. If this was a solo Kehlani song, I would love it so much more because I skipped to their parts anyway. The upbeat dance vibe to this track is immaculate. Like, I am not lying to y'all. When I listen to Just a Picture, it is impossible for me to sit still to this song. I already have all 5 entries for a part 4 too, but I can tell y'all now, a part 4 is not coming anytime soon. Y'all can wait on that. It's gonna be some months until that happens. This was a video where I actually had a hard time coming up with the title. I went through 4 different names before I settled on rap sequels that nobody cared about. I did have some people commenting regardless, like, what you mean nobody cared about this song? This shit was fire. Nigga, the point of the video wasn't that the second track wasn't fire, bro. The point was it's nowhere near as popular as the first one. And that's a fact. For the songs that I covered, I had Jay-Z's Excuse Me Miss Part 2. Some old heads was commenting, you tripping, Excuse Me Miss Part 2 was fire. I never said it wasn't a good song, bro. That's not the point of the video. Another thing real quick, that clip of that lame ass girl that was a radio host and was talking to T Grizzly, and it was very obvious that T was annoyed and ready to leave. It took me forever to find that damn clip. I looked on YouTube for days for that old interview and I still couldn't find it. I had to get that clip from my own Instagram because I posted that interview on the gram 4 whole years ago. And that's the very first clip that I posted on my page. For people watching this right now, go to my Instagram, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you will see that that's the first video on my page. I had to get this interview clip with T Grizzly from there because I couldn't find it on YouTube anymore, no matter how hard I looked. This was the first video where I started adding alternative titles to my Am I Sleeping videos. I usually would just simply title the video Am I Sleeping On blank, but now I say some slick shit before the name. For SZA, I called her the most overrated R&B singer of all time. I don't truly think this at all, I just felt like homing her. But I do think that's what caused a lot of people to click on the video. This was the 5th most views I've ever gotten on the Am I Sleeping video within the first day. I believe it got 4,100 views. I truly think had I not called her overrated and I just simply titled it Am I Sleepin On SZA, 4,100 people would not have watched that. I said this next thing in the comments of the video, so this shouldn't be news if you read them, but I actually did play all of SZA's music while working on the video. I heard all of the Run SZA Run EP, SEP, ZEP, Control, and SOS. I didn't listen to them all, but I heard every song from those tapes. My favorite song that I ended up finding by SZA wasn't even recommended by anybody, so y'all some hoes for that. This is the most views I have gotten within the first 24 hours on a video in years. So again, since I'm an analytics guy, I keep track of this type of stuff. Since 2021, I keep track of the first 24 hours of every video that I post, right? And this video became far the most popular first day views I've gotten on a video in forever. And just like I said with the SZA video, I think that had a lot to do with the title and thumbnail. I did not think that this class was trash whatsoever, but I titled the video in the thumbnail, This Class Was Ass, because I knew that all of the people who love to complain about SXL every summer would show up. And boy, did they show up. When I first started this series in 2022, that first video of my opinion on every 2022 freshman got 4,700 views within the first 24 hours. Next year, my opinion on every 2023 freshman received 9,975 views, so pretty much 10K within the first 24 hours. Guys, this year's video, my opinion on every 2024 SXL freshman, received 26,500 views within the first 24 hours. And another thing too, y'all, I uploaded this video at 10:45 p.m. I never upload a video that damn late. The reason I did for that video was because this was a Saturday night and I don't post stuff on Sundays. I had worked all afternoon on this video, so when I finally finished it and finished the editing, the rendering, all that, I said, hey, This video is about to get uploaded tonight. Fuck that. I'm about to upload this video right now. And it paid off super well. 26,000 views in the first day. I have not done that in a very long time. My two favorite songs out of all the songs I've heard from every freshman while working on this has got to be Fucking You 18 Plus by 4Bats and then Get Ugly by that Mexican OT. I still spin both of those songs to this day. This is actually the first video on my channel where I changed the thumbnail style. Instead of the title on the left, picture on the right format I typically do, I have the title at the top and multiple pictures at the bottom. I was shocked to see that this did not affect the performance of the video at all, not for better or worse. This video got the same amount of views that my freestyle rankings typically get every year, so it's good to know that changing the thumbnail didn't hurt the views. I gotta tell y'all one thing and then I gotta show y'all a certain comment. The first thing, I don't know who some motherfuckers think I am, but would y'all believe I had somebody DM me on Instagram asking me to tell XXL to upload Huncho's freestyle? Cause y'all know Huncho's freestyle never came out. He had the auto-tune in the trailer, but when his day came, they only uploaded his ABCs. So like a week after I made this video, someone deadass said to me, Amir, can you contact XXL and tell them to post Huncho's freestyle? I'm like, first of all, why are you even still thinking about the freestyles, babe, bro? We getting into the Cyphers now, bro. All the freestyles came out weeks ago. Ain't nobody even thinking about that. Two, nigga, who do you think that I am? I don't have the power to do that. He was all like, man, I just really want to flame Huncho because in the trailer it looked like it was gonna be funny. I just didn't say nothing after that. I was thinking, bro, this couldn't mean that much to you for you to be messaging me about this. There was this other kid who was telling me to make a video about that, make a video about Huncho's freestyle not dropping. I'm like, bro, I'm not talking about that shit. I don't care. And then he was like, all right, if I make a video about it and I blow up, don't get mad. Oh my, I don't know. These gotta be little kids. These gotta be little kids, bro. I told him, dude, you can make whatever video your heart desire. I'm not thinking about Huncho's freestyle. Then he had asked, so you telling me that if I make a video about an idea that I sent to you and you rejected it and I get a lot of views, you're not gonna feel some type of way? I'm like, no, nigga. I don't care. So stuff like this I had to tell y'all about, bro. I did not know that Huncho's fans were that crazy. His freestyle not dropping really riled up a lot of people and I don't know why. For the next few videos, I just got to show y'all some comments of people saying stupid shit. For this video, there was this one part where I had highlighted some of the freshmen's interviews, and when XXL asked them, oh, who else do you think should have been on this year's list with you? That Mexican OT had named some niggas from the Bay Area named Hog, Boom, and Drody. So I said in my video, man, don't nobody know who Drody is. OT just named him because he trying to put his homies on. I actually had a Drody fanboy hop in my comment section. I didn't even know that this species existed. But a Drody fan said to me, hey man, Drody be going hard. You need to check him out before you talk. I said, you gotta start listening, fam. I never said that Drody wasn't a good rapper. I said that don't nobody know who he is. And OT only said that he should be a freshman because that's one of his friends. He said, I never said that you say he was trash. All I'm saying is go check out his music before you speak on him. So I quoted him that you telling me that you need to check him out before you speak is implying that I don't think he's a good rapper. Drody being a good rapper has absolutely nothing to do with my point. I said that he isn't a known artist. Him being a good rapper doesn't negate my point, so why are you telling me this? He said, I'm not finna go back and forth with you, dog. I said what I said. Side note, when I see grown ass men say I said what I said, that's female talk to me. I'm not trying to be misogynistic, but that's shit that women say. When I'm talking to another guy and he says I said what I said, I'd be like, ugh, nigga. So I told him, I'm not about to go back and forth with you either. What you said shows that you can't comprehend stuff. Drody being a good rapper has nothing to do with my point, so you had no reason to tell me that, bro. Please learn to pay attention. Now, before finishing this part, one thing that blows my mind that people on YouTube do is when you double down on something that you said and they accuse you of backtracking or trying to retract your statement. And that's what this kid did. No, you trying to downplay these folks and now you trying to retract what you said. OT is out here trying to put his people on and you trying to throw shade on them. Like my boy, I don't know who you is either, so humble your ass down. How am I trying to retract what I said? What I said in the video is exactly what I'm saying to you right now. Holy cow, you have to be a little kid that's still in school or something, because I refuse to believe that you're a grown man and your comprehension skills are this bad. I swear to y'all, it's always people with stupid ass profile pictures like this that comment stuff that just proves that they don't have a brain. Like I said earlier, I'm really at my end point of responding to people whose profile pictures are just memes and such. Y'all are so slow. Speaking of fanboys, I do want to say thank you To everybody that has a brain that watched this video and understood it was least favorite to favorite and not a worst to best ranking. Although I said that at the very beginning, there were still people who didn't catch that I was ordering them based on how much I liked them. One rapper's fan base that's really starting to get on my nerves more than ever before is Polo G fans. If you guys want to see a golden example of someone glazing their favorite rapper, allow me to show you this motherfucker here. So out of 53 freestyles, I placed Polo G at number 11 on my list. I said that he has one of the best SXL freestyles ever. You cannot hear his performance and think that he didn't go off. He was heat. I still had somebody comment, Polo G not being in the top 3, let alone the top 10 is ridiculous. So off the rip, I'm like, get off this nigga's nuts, man. He's number 11 and you're complaining that he's not in the top 10? You acting like I have him at 34 or something. Get off his nuts. He says, how am I on his nuts, LMAO? By your logic, I can flip it on you and say that you're just hating. He changed his @name since then, so that's why my comments say @I heart dumb shit. But I said, are you not reading your own comments? I said that Polo G has my 11th favorite freestyle and that he easily has one of the best SXL freestyles of all time. You heard that and still decided to complain, it's ridiculous that he's not in the top 10. This is the definition of me writing another person. I don't have to be in love with Polo G as much as you are. He said, meat writing can also be knowing and acknowledging how good something or someone is, and you're not giving them his proper placement off the fact that you don't want to out of bias. This dude said I didn't want to give Polo G his proper placement out of bias. How is me saying that Polo G did a great job me being biased? But the second line is so much worse. Plus, I didn't hear that. I read the title and I skimmed through. Anybody would assume it's worst to best, not least favorite to favorite based off the title alone. This man just admitted that he did not listen to the intro. He clicked on the video and immediately started skipping through it. This type of action is what leads to dumb comments like this. People's attention spans are so small, and it gets worse. So I quoted what he said and responded, I didn't hear that, I just read the title and skimmed through it. Yep, that right there was all I needed to read. You didn't even try to listen to anything. I said that Polo G did a great job and you still went to the comments and started whining. Polo G fans are so motherfucking lame, dog. He said, cause the part that I skipped to wasn't the part where you said that, you goofy. If I would've heard you say that, I wouldn't have commented. So if y'all thought that it was pathetic he didn't listen to the intro, you ain't seen nothing yet. This man just admitted he didn't even listen to what I said in the actual Polo G entry. The part where I said he was fired and one of the best ones, he didn't hear any of that. He saw Polo G at number 11, paused the video and went to the comments. If I would have heard you say that Polo G was one of the best, I wouldn't have commented. Yes, that's the problem, you dumb fuck. That's how you're meat writing, that's my point. This guy flat out admitted that he did not listen to the intro, nor did he listen to what I said when I talked about Polo G. He saw the title and thumbnail, clicked on it, immediately started skipping through the video. Then when he saw his baby daddy at 11, he left his comment saying, you tripping on Polo G, how is he not in the top 10? You're biased, you're a hater. Here's the very last thing I said. Literally everything you're saying is proving my point even more. You're in love with Polo G so much that your ability to pay attention and listen just flies out the window. You saw that Cap was placed at number 11 and you went straight to the comments to run your mouth without listening to anything that I said. This conversation is over, bro. You're lame as hell. He couldn't even disagree. He knows he lame as fuck for doing this, talking about you, right? These type of people just say random stuff to defend their favorite rapper. That's the last thing I have to say about this video. Polo G fans are fucking pathetic, dog. Bruh, I spent 7 minutes going over Scarlett in this video. I had a lot to say during her entry because I don't know when it's the last time I've seen someone's Cyphers performance get so overrated so damn hard. This girl was saying the simplest shit or bars that didn't even make sense. And I was seeing reaction videos where people was pausing the video, jumping out of their chair going, oh, she said even Kim know what's possible. Like Kim possible? Come on now, y'all not listening to her bars. Nigga, what bars? That was ass. People's standards for good raps are literally in the ground nowadays. I had a 17-year-old Scarlett fan that I had an extensive conversation with. I'm not about to go through it like I did with the Polo G fanboy. Y'all can pause and read these comments for yourselves if y'all want to. But this kid was upset and called me a hater because I put her in second to last place. And no matter how many times I explained my opinion, this nigga kept wanting to go back and forth with me. Specifically, he didn't like that I put Boss Man on the download over Scarlett. He kept saying stuff like, you put Boss Man D-Lo higher than her when he didn't have any bars. He didn't have a fire flow in his verse. I'm like, I didn't say that he did. For y'all that watch this video, y'all know D-Lo, Skilla Baby, Lay Banks, I said all of them were just alright. So I told him, bro, we're literally having a mid-off right now. All of these niggas have pretty weak verses. You're responding to stuff that I'm not saying. I never said that D-Lo did a good job. But this guy completely lost me the moment he said, objectively, Scarlett had a better verse than D-Lo. I don't mind discussing music with people, but when it comes to shit like this is when I go, okay, you know what? I'm done talking to you. Because we're not having a conversation anymore. At this point, you're just going back and forth with me because you want to be right so bad and you want me to change my opinion to match yours. And that's when I told him, like, bro, this conversation is over. Just because someone doesn't like something as much as you do doesn't make them a hater. After I told him to get on somewhere with that nonsense, this nigga got on my dick. He was on dick, like Roxy Reynolds level on dick. He was all like, I enjoyed the convo. I hope you don't think I was being negative towards you. I respect your opinion. You have great comedy. I hope you grow to be a bigger YouTuber. All of these compliments came out of nowhere once I told him to get the fuck on. I have to highlight this line right here because he pretty much proved my point that he just wanted to keep talking until I agree with what he said. He gonna say, it's not that I was trying to be right. I was more so trying to win the debate. There is no debate, nigga. This is the problem. There was no debate for you to be trying to win to begin with. If someone doesn't think that Scarlett did a great job, then just state that you disagree and keep it pushing. You can't force someone to agree with you. Throughout this whole conversation, he kept responding to stuff that I never said. But when he said this, bro, objectively, she did better than him. Yeah, that's when I said this conversation is over, bro. This gotta be a little kid that I'm talking to. And y'all see at the bottom right there, when he said that he was 17 years old, that was the second thing that proved my point even more. I went, okay, everything makes sense now. I'm talking to a kid. Everything makes sense. I still stand by a lot of my rankings in this video since I was ranking them on how much I like hearing them. So yeah, people like Nardo, Wick, LaTyla, Cyphers like that, I just like rapping them back. But y'all already know where this entry is going. And it's getting on some commenters' ass. The first comment I gotta show y'all, this is another golden example of someone only hearing what they want to hear. Only paying attention to what they want and ignoring everything else that you said. So after I put Scarlett, Lola Crook, Doechii, Maya the Dine, and Tia Corinne all in like the bottom 10, someone commented, why are hip hop fans so hateful to female rappers? It's so many dudes who should have been at the bottom as well. The fact that this person quickly turned this into a male and female thing, it really makes me wonder what goes through these people's heads. Me putting these rappers lower on the list has nothing to do with them being women. It had everything to do with their cypher being unentertaining to me. The reason I said this person just heard what they wanted to hear is because I praised several female rappers in this ranking. Several. I love Lotto's cypher. She was #1 on the list. Yeah, bitch, I get my Mac on. He ain't tricking, I skip him like bad songs. I just got the 100 on jury during the pandemic. Yeah, my money that long. So I pretty much said, when I praise Lotto, Chica, Lakia, who are all female rappers, by the way, when I praise them, you're completely silent. But when I flame these other women rappers, you wasted no time saying, why do hip hop fans hate female rappers so much? I really hope that this was a female that commented this, because if this was a grown ass man, this right here would be the definition of simping. This guy would be a simp. When women rappers get praised, you don't have shit to say. But when someone is dogging them, you instantly get into defense mode. Get it together. Now this next nigga here, this next nigga, bruh, this was the most unnecessary hate comment on this whole video. So there were some artists that I put higher on the list and said that I like them because I like how their voice sound over the beat. Simple. The way they rolled the beat, I fuck with it. I triggered the hell out of this one guy because of some of my placements. So he said, your opinions are dookie as fuck. You have Lil Key at number 22 and Bossman at number 21, both of them before Mexican OT. Now he said before OT, but he meant to say after or higher than OT because I had OT at number 24. But continuing. Get the fuck out of here. You put niggas verse before dudes who actually killed it because you like their voice. Boy, you gay as fuck. Now, I didn't respond to this comment off of the fact that it wasn't worth responding to. Like, nigga, I have OT at 24 and Kid at 22. You acting like OT was at 44 or something. You really that mad because I'm not sucking Mexican dick like you want me to? And my next thing, y'all have heard me use this line before, but it's one of the most like truest lines when talking to people. Another reason I didn't respond to this guy is because this comment says way more about him than it does about me. You watched this ranking and you got that pissed off about what I said, that this is your response? Your opinions are dookie as fuck, bro. You put niggas higher on the list because you like their voice more, you gay as fuck. I don't have to say anything to this guy because anybody that reads this comment will see how pathetic you just made yourself sound. And after looking at this guy's profile picture, this nigga got some nerve to be calling someone else gay. Nigga, in this picture, you look like you're dreaming about Chris Stokes. The projection is at an all-time high. I don't even think using gay as an insult is legit in 2024, but this is hands down the gayest profile picture I've ever seen on YouTube. For you to be going around calling other people gay, it's the pot calling the kettle Meek Mill. Please stop, nigga. You look like you bathe in honey. If you gonna go around calling other people gay, you must change this profile picture because this is not helping your case, my guy. I ain't gonna lie, this was kind of one of those videos too where I was disappointed in the views. The part 1 of this video performed really well, but part 2 only having 11,000 in 4 months, I ain't gonna lie, I don't have no reason to lie to y'all. I'm pretty disappointed in the performance of this video. Actually, it's like 25% being disappointed because of the actual performance, and then 75% being disappointed because I had a lot of fun making this video. Doing the research and seeing what rap songs got stopped from reaching that #1 spot is pretty interesting. And I like when I get comments of people saying stuff like, man, all these older big radio songs you played from the 2000s, man, it's really taking me back. I remember when all these songs were hot and playing at the time. I like giving y'all that feeling as well as doing the research. This is another video where there was 10 entries, but in this case, I don't mind it because there are so many songs that fit this criteria that if I was to do this series 5 by 5, then I would be on part like 17 type shit. And I ain't gotta do all that. This video and the Pessimistic music opinions video, I feel are the 2 most slept on videos that I made this year. No, I don't really think Bruno Mars is the Michael Jackson of the generation. I said that just to get people to disagree. But I don't think y'all realize the look that I had on my face when I went to go watch Mojo's top 10 Bruno Mars songs video and I saw my own comment at the top. I watched this video the day that it dropped and I completely forgot that happened. So just going down to read the comments, I went, nigga, is that me? Oh yeah, I did watch this. Whew, 9 years ago, that was a long time ago, man. Small stuff like this is why I disagree very much when people say stuff like, man, time goes by so fast, and they be referring to stuff that happened nearly a decade ago. I don't know what the hell y'all be talking about. 2015, my life was entirely different. Now, I'm not saying that domestic violence is funny, but on Crip. The part of this Bruno Mars video where I was talking about the song Natalie and how Bruno was so mad at her and he said, can't nobody save you now, so there ain't no use in trying. Once I get my hands on you, when I played the Chris Brown Freaky Friday edit after that, that's just one of those things that makes me laugh in the video. It don't matter what Chris Brown does. When I hear about a guy abusing a woman, him and Blair Underwood are the first people that come to mind. Can't nobody save you now, so there ain't no use in trying.
Once I get my hands on you, I'm a woo.
What up, my nigga? What up, my nigga? Big ups, my nigga. We are my nigga.
I did not know that Gassed Up Shawty Said I Need My 40 was a classic to y'all. I solely made this video because I found it and then talked about it in a live stream and on my Instagram. And people was telling me, how do you not know what this is? I had hella young dudes like, what? You ain't never heard Gassed Up Shawty? That's a classic on SoundCloud. I'm like, no, imagine using SoundCloud. Another thing too is that people really think I be lying with the songs I include in this series. Amiri, it no matter what you say, I refuse to believe you've never listened to Waka Waka before this year. I don't know nothing about Shakira or the World Cup. This song is getting 0 plays from me. But because of this video, I ended up finding a Jay Sean song that I fuck with. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Jay Sean got a song called Easy as 1, 2, 3. It's a smooth little track, something light. I recommend it.
Baby, we should be together. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, yeah. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. A, B, C. Can we sing together?
Bro, when I make videos like this, I be having people get so upset that I don't listen to the people they want me to. Like, not only do people call me close-minded, they be like, Amir, you seem like a very close-minded YouTuber. People be trying to put you on to stuff and you just flat out tell them, no, I'm straight. Stuff like this, I really think people just be using words, but they don't really know what they mean. I listen to music that I haven't heard before all the time. I am just the type of person where I don't force myself to listen to stuff that I'm not interested in. Simple as that. So if somebody just randomly fucking tells me, hey Amir, if you ain't heard it before, you should listen to that I Never Felt Fun album by ESTG. I'ma directly tell you, like, nah bro, I'm good. I'm not interested in ESTG. If you tell somebody to listen to something and they tell you they don't want to, that doesn't make them closed-minded. A person doesn't have to take your suggestion. For you to get upset by that you recommended me something and I told you I don't want to listen to it, that's a personal issue that you have. Instead of saying, dang man, you missing out. ESTG, he got some shit on that album. You would have liked a good number of songs. It's all good though. You talking about some, oh my gosh, you are so dismissive. I'm trying to put you on to something and you just don't even care to give it a chance. For you to respond like that makes you sound like a bitch. I think what it is that folks simply can't handle rejection. That's all it is. Y'all can't handle somebody flat out telling you that they don't want to do something. What you want me to do, lie to you? I'm not about to tell you, oh, all right bro, I got you, I'll check out that mixtape. If I know I'm not about to listen to it, I'll just tell you right now from the jump, like, nah bro, I'm okay. I appreciate the suggestion though. If you get offended by that, that's not my problem. That's a personal problem that you have to get over. I be getting other dumb comments too, like people being so hurt that they just don't even listen to the video. Even though I directly explained why each of these 5 rappers are in here, I still had one dumbass say, the only thing about this Amir guy is that he hasn't listened to anything he says he doesn't like. Like there was no point in him making this video because he can't even articulate why he doesn't like an artist. He's just saying he's not gonna give him a chance. It is literally impossible that you watched this video and came away with that conclusion. People like this are so hurt that I don't care about something that they just flat out lie. Every person in this video, I explain why I haven't been interested in their music. Even dumber comments are shit like, bro just doesn't like music. Just because someone doesn't like the same songs you do, they just don't enjoy music entirely. These type of comments I be getting from people who've never commented on my channel before too. It be people's first comment on my channel and they say something like, you sound like you just don't enjoy music entirely. What? There was a Lil Durk fanboy named Roscoe's World that was responding to people's comments under this video. One person said that Durk has so many trash songs in the past 5 years, he be shooting 10% from the field when it comes to his albums. Roscoe said, bro, you tripping, The Voice and Just Cause Y'all Waited 2 are classics. Then Roscoe left a general comment talking to me, saying, hey man, you tripping about Lil Durk. Mind you, the only thing I said about Durk is that he's been someone that just never caught my eye. From his own songs and from features that I do know by him, he just never really impressed me. He's just an alright street rapper. After this, Roscoe left another comment saying, bro, how you gonna form an opinion about an artist you never gave a chance? I said, I love how you just ignore all the parts where I said, based on what I've heard from them. I very clearly said I've heard several songs from every person on this list, and based on the songs I've heard from them, I'm not interested in checking out more. Looking at your comments before this one, it just sounds like you're upset because I'm not in love with Lil Durk like you are. He responded to this with, bro, you're forming an opinion on an artist based on songs you've probably heard on the radio. Let me stop right there. Number one, he wouldn't be saying this as an excuse if I said that I loved Lil Durk. If I would have said, although I've never listened to any of his albums, based on what I've heard from Lil Durk, I ain't gonna lie, he be going crazy. I rock with Durk heavy. He really one of the best out the rack. If I would have said that, we wouldn't be having this conversation. He's only pulling this card because I said I don't care about Durk. So he's trying to negate what I'm saying by telling me, oh, you probably just heard some radio songs. Another thing too, like I said, this is this person's very first time commenting on my channel, which makes the next part that I have highlighted even more ridiculous. Judging off of your other videos, I don't even think you like music entirely. The cringiest part about this conversation is that he keeps putting laughing emojis after everything that he's saying. The stuff that you're saying isn't funny, bro. You're just making yourself look like a Lil Durk meat writer. You've allegedly seen my other videos and you've never commented anything. But when you hear me say that I don't care about your baby daddy Lil Durk, you wasted no time telling me, Amir, you tripping about Lil Durk. You know what, Amir? I'm starting to think you just don't like music entirely. Like, what type of retarded shit is this to say to somebody? Just because somebody don't like your favorite rappers, they just don't like music as a whole. Okay. Y'all dead ass be so heartbroken that somebody don't care about y'all favorite artists. Man, this is outrageous to me. This is the very first time in 4.5 years where when I wanted to show somebody's lyrics, I didn't use those colored text boxes that I typically use. For anybody that watches me, when I recite or play lyrics, I put them on this type of lyric card thing. Starting with the Bryson video, most of the time when I play lyrics, I had a faded video in the background with the text still highlighted on the screen so that you can see the words perfectly fine. I'm glad that I made that editing change. You know, it looks way cleaner. That shit's sexy. What you talking about? Now, I don't feel bad for this next thing I'm about to say, but it is something to point out. Would y'all believe that that entire part where I was talking about Scory being known Timeless Interlude Part 2, I had the wrong person. Granted, my opinion on that part still stands. I still enjoy the song and I still think that whoever that was sounds like Marky Basie. But Scory is not on Timeless Interlude Part 2. Every time I said his name, I was wrong as hell. I do plan on putting more clickbait titles in my Am I Sleeping videos though, because I titled this one, He Hasn't Been Good Since Trap Soul. I don't truly believe that whatsoever. I just know that there are some people who will only watch it because it said that. There are hundreds of people out there where if this video wasn't titled He Hasn't Been Good Since Trap Soul, they wouldn't have cared to click on it. I actually had to respond to somebody telling them this, but it's extremely rare that one of my Am I Sleeping titles is clickbait though. People like Yeet, I do think are ass. Doja Cat, I do think she's weird as hell, but she makes great music. Gunna, I do think he's really boring. I stand by all of that. But something like I highlighted earlier, calling SZA the most overrated R&B singer of all time, saying that Bryson Tiller hasn't been good since his first album, yeah, these are clearly jokes.